Hey everyone, excited to be back for this week's edition of Frequently Asked Questions for Commercial Real Estate. In today's video, what I want to do was talk about a terminology that really, if you're getting into the brokerage business, you're going to want to know, and that is what exactly is a commission split. So in today's video, we're going to explain what a commission split is, and then explain some of the nuances of what is actually offered from different brokerages depending on their commission splits. Now, before we dive in this video, I'd greatly appreciate if you can like and subscribe to this channel. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm and ensures more and more people can hear this message and learn about the many facets of commercial real estate. So now you've done that, go ahead and like and subscribe below. Let's go ahead and dive right into this episode. All right. So first off, we kind of need to define what exactly a commission split is. So what a commission split is the percentage that once you complete a transaction, what percentage goes to the house and what percentage do you ultimately get to keep? So as an example, let's assume that the brokerage that you're part of has a 50-50 split. What this means is that if you were to get a $10,000 commission for a transaction, 5,000 of that would go to the house or the brokerage, and then you would get to keep 5,000 of that as for your own. Now you may be thinking, a 50-50 split, that seems absolutely absurd as far as, what you get to keep as a result of your efforts that you've put into the transaction. Now, there are various reasons as to why higher split brokerages may be something you may want to look into versus lower commission splits. Now, the first thing when you consider higher commission splits, these are typically the ones that when you're looking at, call it anything above a 30% split, I would consider to be kind of a higher percentage commission split. So usually the 60-40, 50-50, et cetera. That would be what I would consider a higher commission split brokerage. Now, the reason why, that may be something that you would be open to considering is because usually at higher commission split brokerages, there's a lot of support. So they'll typically have more services available. So you would have a full-on marketing team that handles all the OMs and documents that you'll need to market the property. They may even coordinate with different photographers to create videos for you, et cetera. You'll have typically an admin as well that will handle a lot of the paperwork for you, which obviously there's a lot of compliance paperwork. There's a lot of contract paperwork. They'll try to keep all the different parties understanding of where you are in the transaction. That removes things off of your plate. And along with that, oftentimes these higher commission split brokerages are typically also larger brokerages, and they have contracts with different entities to be able to help them identify properties around the country. And they help with disposition and leasing, et cetera. So oftentimes you'll have also a built-in pipeline where you can get put on deals based on the fact that these relationships have been established at a higher level. So there's definitely some pros associated with associating yourself with a brokerage that does have a higher commission split. Typically, the big ones are having more services available to you, so you can focus your attention on your highest and best activity, which is prospecting or really just generating business. And then also just having somewhat of a built-in lead generation magnet through contracts, et cetera, that you have. So that's one of the reasons why joining a higher commission split brokerage may make sense in this environment. When I consider lower commission splits or really anything below 30% split, so meaning that, if you were closing a transaction for $10,000, the house would take $33,000 of that and you would keep $7,000. So anything less than that split is what I would consider a lower commission split brokerage. Now, obviously, the main pro associated with a lower commission split brokerage is that you get to keep more of what you make. So that is very attractive to a lot of different people. Now, some of the cons associated with that is that you get limited, if any, services whatsoever. So, you may get an office, right? You can go into the office and pop up your stuff and work from the office. You may get free printing, if that. And maybe you have an admin that's available kind of to the whole entire office, not necessarily just to your team or yourself. So again, he or she are spread out thin amongst the other agents. So you're not getting a dedicated person to help you with stuff. And again, limited support, and probably most likely no contracts for, corporate contracts or anything like that. So a lot of it is going to be dependent on your ability to get out there and generate opportunities for yourself. And for those individuals who, kind of want to be in control of their own destiny and, again, they want to be able to generate opportunities and keep more of what they make, this could be a very good option for those individuals as well. So when I typically talk to newer agents that are looking to jump into the commercial real estate brokerage space, I often tell them that the commission split should not be the only factor that you consider prior to actually joining an operation. Really, the most important things that you need to consider are support and mentorship, especially early on in your career. You know, as someone who came from a different career that jumped into sales, I had never had any sales experience. So, you know, my broker was integral in kind of guiding me along the journey of understanding the different nuances of not only a sales career, but also of the commercial real estate business, in particular in my local market, because they were already well established. They had a good name in the business. And so it made it easier for me to be able to talk to prospective clients because, again, that name was associated with a positive characteristics in the community. So it obviously helped me immensely. Getting on deals can benefit you. So, you know, obviously in the higher commission split brokerages, oftentimes you'll work with other agents involved in your team on different deals that you get placed on. Granted, they're still going to expect you to get out there and generate opportunities for the firm. That's going to be, you know, a foregone conclusion, regardless of what brokerage you will ultimately join. But you also do have these opportunities to be able to hop on deals that you may have not gotten exposed to had you not been associated with that brokerage to begin with. And then finally, you want to be able to confirm that you have flexibility in brand building. I think going forward, it's going to be critical for agents to be able to have a personal brand and a professional brand so that they can stand out from the competition. Oftentimes, at some larger brokerages, they limit your ability to be able to create you know, a brand for yourself because again, they have a name and reputation to protect. That is the whole is more important in their eyes than an individual person within their organization. And so just making sure that you have some creative flexibility, in my opinion, is very important. It may or may not be to you at this moment in time, but I do believe it is going to be a very important thing. Now, you know, when I was going through the process of securing or joining a brokerage, these are all the things that I considered. And as a result, I ended up going with a brokerage that, you know, actually offered a pretty low commission split. We were at 80-20. But again, I didn't necessarily have, you know, like I'd mentioned before, like any put on many deals. I would obviously early on in my career, I was very blessed to have my broker kind of take me under his wing and put me on a few transactions here and there. But at the end of the day, what it came down to is I had to get out there and generate opportunities for myself. And now that I've become a little bit more established in the business, I'm reaping the rewards of that activity because now the money that I have coming in, I'm able to keep more of it in pocket so I can then, you know, fund other projects that I'm looking to do on the real estate development side and also getting more into the real estate investing side as well. So that was my thought process regarding, you know, what, you know, brokerage I should join based on whether or not they had good commission splits or not. Hopefully you gain some value from this video. Hopefully you now understand, you know, what the benefits and pros and cons are of higher commissions versus lower commission splits, and you can make a more educated decision for yourself. If you guys like this channel, please like and subscribe. It does make a huge ability to reach a broader audience, and we greatly appreciate the support. Along with that, if you guys are looking for commercial real estate in the Louisville metro area, I'm a commercial real estate agent in town. I'd love to be able to help you with that. Feel free to give me a call at 502-536-7315, or you can reach me via email at raphael@crisantigroup.com. Thanks again so much for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time.